Hey Josh, we're here checking out Sharky. Just gonna show you a few little things to fix them up for you. When we render Sharky, as you can see right now, he's totally black. Background is black. So we're gonna fix that up a little bit today. Now you got half of the steps right. You did put your color map in your folder. But even though you've put your color maps into your folder where they need to be, you still have to tell Maya that they're there. It won't go looking for them automatically, so we're going to do that real quick. So this is the second step here. So just grab Sharky, come over here in your attribute editor to the very, very end. You'll see Sharky 2, Lambert 4, and we'll go ahead and click on that. And you can see the color right now is still black. So we're going to come down where it says color and click on this little box with the arrow in it. And that's going to take us to where our color map lives. Alright, so right now this is where it's, it's looking for the Sharky map. And this might even be the correct place, but until we reload the texture, it won't try to look for it again once it's been lost. So we can either hit reload here, and if reload doesn't work, if it doesn't pop anything up there, what you want to do is come to this little file folder right here and click on that, and you'll go in and you'll actually navigate to your shark map in its new location, which, obviously will be a little different on your computer than on mine. But it should be in that source images file in your Sharky project. Okay, so here it is, right here. P-cube shape 1, color 1, PNG, should match that name. So we'll just double click it to open it up. And once you do that, you should see the color pop in right here. And once you've done that, it should look for the bump map on its own, so your bump map will pop up in there too. So once you put those files into the correct folder, they're there, but Maya doesn't know to look for them again until you actually physically come in here to the color area and browse for it and tell Maya again, here's where it is. Okay, so now when we render, we should see, yep, there's Sharky. He's in full color, looks great. The other little thing here is, the background is looking pretty dark, so we'll go in to our hypershade and fix that up a little bit. Alright, so come up to Window, and we're going to go to Rendering Editors in Hypershade. Just open up the Hypershade. And you can see right here this one called ENV Fog Material. That's your environment fog, and right now it's the little checkers basically mean it's blank. So there's no fog showing up in your scene here. And I have checked out the book, and I know it says to take it down all the way to black and everything. And sometimes, that works all right, but sometimes it just comes up as really dark. So we're gonna lighten it up a little bit so we can actually see some sea color in there. So go ahead and click on that, and you should see it pop up over here in the attribute editor. We can close the hypershade once we get there. And you'll want to come down here to physical fog. And you've got everything set correct here. The one thing I might change is to maybe just bring up the water opacity just, a little bit. And once we render with that, as soon as I've brought it up just a little bit from black, now we have some kind of a a blue sea looking background. So that can kind of help a lot. And you can fiddle with those settings with the colors and the opacity and all of these different sliders until you find something you like. The last thing that we were going to look at was, I know you were having trouble getting to that post infinity button. So we're going to come into Window, Animation Editors, Graph Editor. And on my screen, you know, it allows me to make it big enough so that I can see those buttons at the very end. But sometimes, you know, I have run into it where, you know, your computer screen only goes so far and it just doesn't want to open that big for you, so you can never find your way to that button. If that is the case, there's another way to get to this button, and if you take a look at it, it's called Post Infinity Cycle with Offset. You can actually come up into the menu here to Curves, Post Infinity, Cycle with Offset, and that is the exact same button. All of these buttons that you see up here are actually just shortcut buttons to an item here in the menus. So again, that's going to be Curves, Post Infinity, Cycle with Offset, and that's going to do the exact same thing for you. Other than that, your Sharky is looking really good, and hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions about anything, and happy modeling!